Whether you are smudging yourself, your sacred space, your tools, or another person, always make sure that you're doing it with intention. Tell your practice what it is that you're doing and what it is that you need it to do for you. So I would like to go over some of the ways that you can smudge with loose herbs, with resins in the stick. Always make sure to keep your windows open, proper ventilation going. You just want to make sure you're safe. Fire is fun, but it's also very dangerous. To work with bundles, all you have to do is light the tip, and you just want to take the fire out. All you need is the smoke. You cleanse yourself with it. You can cleanse other people with it. If you have any sacred tools, let's say your crystals, your deck of oracles or tarot, statues that go on your altar, you can pass them over the smoke to smudge them and cleanse them and also consecrate them and bless them. So this is how you work with the bundles. You just light the tip and you want a nice smoke going. To work with palo santo is essentially the same. Palo santo doesn't smoke up as much as sage. I believe sage is the one that catches the best smoke of them all. Another herb that you can use for smudging is sweetgrass. So sweetgrass is traditional to Native Americans. It's not as easy to burn. It's good to pray to your sweetgrass, ask her for permission, let her know that you honor her and her traditions. It's delicious. It actually smells like vanilla. I use sweetgrass after I smudge with sage. That's my way of, once I purify and get rid of the junk, I want to bring sweetness into myself and into my space. So I'm going to show you how you can work with loose herbs. Loose herbs as well as resins must be burned over charcoal. So in order to ignite your charcoal tablet, you're just going to run it over fire with a lighter. You'll notice it'll start sparkling and crackling. Once it's done doing that, you will either place it on a proper charcoal burning incense burner. If you don't have a proper one, another thing that you can do is grab a bowl, heat safe, and make a little pile of sand or salt and place your charcoal on top. This right here is an abalone shell. And this is just to keep the heat contained and so it doesn't distribute all over your container. You don't burn yourself when you pick it up. So you want to make sure that the charcoal tablet ignites all the way. If you don't allow it to ignite all the way, once you start placing your herbs, your resins on top of the charcoal, you run the risk of turning your charcoal out. So now I got my charcoal going, and I could either burn a piece of resin. Resin is what some people call the blood or the tears of a tree. Different resins come from different trees. The most popular ones are frankincense, copal, and myrrh. So when you're ready to smudge with either your incense burner or on your bowl, you just go around your space. Make sure you get every corner, every room, and you're praying. You're telling the smoke what it's doing for you. Cleansing, purifying, removing negativity, stagnation, sickness. If you've been sick, it's really great to burn resin in your home or any type of smudge just to get rid of the bacteria in the air. So now, just like the resin, you can also burn loose herbs. Lemongrass is great for opening the third eye and allowing us to see beyond what our physical eyes can see. So this is amazing to burn when you're doing divination. Also, if you wish to connect with your ancestors and your spirit guides. Burning rose petals is always great to do after you have done heavy purification, just to bring sweetness, happiness, love back in. Rose petals also amazing for psychic vision, intuition, and connecting with higher self. Other herbs that you can burn are lavender, sweetness, happiness, and protection. You could also burn yerba santa. Yerba santa is used a lot in Latin culture for purification and protection. Yerba Santa sometimes might come in a bundle, similar to sage. If you don't have it in a bundle and you just have them loose sticks like this, you could burn it up a little bit, almost like palo santo. Tobacco is one of my favorites because, well, it's actually my favorite because it connects me to home. It connects me to my people, to my family, to my culture, and it smells like home to me. It's a herb that I burn on my ancestral altar as an offering to them, but also to help connect with them. Tobacco is also very powerful when it comes to divination, connecting with spirits, connecting with ancestors, opening up the third eye in the crown. You could either light your tobacco and just sit it on a heat-safe bowl, or you can mince it, grind it, and burn it over charcoal as well. Oh yeah, that smells like home. All I'm missing is a cup of rum. And then another way that you could also work with herbs is by grinding your herbs to a nice fine powder and have them all come together and work in your behalf. And these are just some of my favorite ways of smudging. You can find your own way. Throughout our busy days, we tend to collect the energies of our environment, of our surroundings, and the people that we interact with. Making smudging a daily practice will not only make you feel healthier and more like yourself every day, but it will shift the energy of everything around you. You will notice the difference right away. Before you begin, I always advise saluting the four corners. Make sure you get every room, get a nice smoke going from corner to corner. And as you're smudging, don't forget to pray, to communicate with your spirits and with your own space. Enchant your work with your intention.